Welcome, guys, to the Meet Damien channel. I am Damien, and today's video we're gonna be talking about Bitcoin and some of your favorite cryptocurrencies here. But I am want to key in on this article, this news article here about Donald Trump possibly using Bitcoin as a U.S. reserve asset on day one, and then they're now asking like, how high will the Bitcoin price actually go? Okay, Donald Trump, okay, has said that he wants to create a U.S. strategic reserve, kind of like the strategic petroleum reserve that the United States has, but he wants to do that with Bitcoin, okay? And this article is saying that might happen as soon as he gets in office. He can easily do an executive order to get things rolling along in that direction. So this article is coming from Cointelegraph, written by Yashu Gola. They're saying that Trump's potential executive order making Bitcoin a U.S. reserve asset may drive a $20 billion purchase in 2025. Okay. It goes on to say in this article that Donald Trump will likely issue an executive order on his first day in office to designate Bitcoin as a United States reserve asset, according to Jack Mallers, the CEO and founder of Strike. A $200,000 Bitcoin buy order is coming in January 2025, possibly. YouTuber Tim Pool, Mallers explained that the president-elect could rely on provisions within the so-called Dollar Stabilization Act, which grants him considerable authority to protect the U.S. dollar. There's potential to use a day one executive order to purchase Bitcoin. It wouldn't be the size and scale of 1 million coins, but it would be a significant position. They're talking about buying at 200,000 Bitcoin possibly next month, or at least start trying to buy 200,000 Bitcoin. I'm not sure they'll be able to do it all in 1 month or even 1 week or whatever, but they're talking about buying Bitcoin, the United States government buying Bitcoin. And that's going to force other countries out there like China, like Japan, like Russia, the European Union countries. They're all going to have to start buying Bitcoin if the United States is going to do it themselves. And some of them might actually be doing that right now and just keeping it under wraps. There's some rumors going on that England, the United Kingdom, is actually trying to buy Bitcoin under the radar without actually saying anything about it, and they're trying to do that before America starts doing it. So, anyways, this article is just saying here that the Bitcoin Act of 2024, introduced by pro-crypto senators Cynthia Lumens in July, proposes that the Treasury and the Federal Reserve purchase 200,000 Bitcoin annually over the next 5 years, accumulating 1 million Bitcoin. So they are trying to get 1 million Bitcoin for the United States government here. And they're going to try to do that every year. 200,000 Bitcoins purchased every year. That reserve will be held for at least 20 years, thereby taking 5% of Bitcoin's total supply from circulation. There's about 21 million Bitcoins out there, for those who don't know. All right. These speculations have resulted in some lofty new Bitcoin price targets for 2025 and beyond. Bitcoin price may hit $800,000 by the end of 2025. This article is saying here. According to Pierre Boring, founder of the Digital Chamber, Bitcoin's cap supply could lead to a significant price appreciation, especially if Trump successfully implements many of his proposed crypto policies. If Donald Trump is successful in putting forth a lot of the proposals that he's proposed to the crypto community, the sky's the limit because Bitcoin has a fixed supply. She pointed to the stock-to-flow model, which forecasts Bitcoin's price to exceed $800,000 by the end of 2025. Bitcoin's only $100,000 right now. That's an 8x, guys. For those who like to chase your 5 or 10x's, that's an 8x right there from where Bitcoin is right now. Such a surge would push Bitcoin's market capitalization to around $15 trillion, up from its current valuation of over $2 trillion. Plan B, the creator of the stock to flow model, predicts Bitcoin to average around $500,000 in 2025. However, he believes that the price may go as high as $1 million Bitcoin. BlackRock has suggested that there should be at least a 1 to 2% portfolio allocation to Bitcoin. The stock to flow model's Bitcoin price prediction hinges on the assumption that demand for Bitcoin will continue to grow. The U.S. Treasury theoretically accumulating 200,000 Bitcoin every year reinforces the idea of stronger demand in coming years, since it's likely force other countries, as I was saying earlier, it'll force other countries to consider a strategic Bitcoin reserve of their own. Guys, in the future, if a country was ever to go to war with another country, wars cost money, and whoever has the most gold is able to afford to have an army to protect themselves and if they do whatever they need to do to move their agenda across the world. But in the future, whoever has the most Bitcoin is going to have the biggest army. Okay, and if the United States doesn't get Bitcoin on its balance sheet like they have with the amount of gold that's out there, then we're going to end up having the smallest army or no army whatsoever to defend ourselves. And our adversaries might have a bigger army than us if they have more Bitcoin than the United States government. So this is actually a national security issue, trying to get Bitcoin on the balance sheet here. BlackRock, which manages over $10 trillion worth of assets, has already recommended investors to allocate 1 to 2% of their portfolio to Bitcoin. They see a case for investors with suitable governance and risk tolerance to include Bitcoin in a multi-asset portfolio. To put that in perspective, the global reserve assets, as valued at approximately $900 trillion, a 2% allocation to Bitcoin from this pool would, in theory, drive the cryptocurrency price to around $900,000 per Bitcoin. So, guys, lots of good news and exciting times for Bitcoin and crypto investors. We might never see Bitcoin go below $100,000 again, with all of this talk about a strategic reserve for the United States, as well as a strategic reserve for other countries. And then we also have BlackRock saying that everybody should at least have 1 to 2% of their allocation to Bitcoin. So let's go ahead and take a look at the price of Bitcoin. We'll look at that on the charts now. You can see that Bitcoin is currently trading at $102,739. You guys should be able to see that right above my head. All right. And Bitcoin at $102,000 has been steadily climbing up in this ascending channel that I charted out. It's been in this channel ever since around Thanksgiving, the third week of fourth week of November here. Okay. Currently, Bitcoin is trading at $102,700, and the daily candle is going to be closing about an hour and 49 minutes from now. We do have a nice green candle, and this looks like this is going to be the highest price that Bitcoin has ever closed at. We're going to be getting that in the next hour here, guys, the next 2 hours. Bitcoin has never been this high before and stayed this high. We have seen $104,000 Bitcoin, but that candle got pushed all the way down to this close where we closed out at $97,000. So Bitcoin is creating these candles here that are closing above 100 grand, which is just going to get more people excited about owning crypto altogether. Bitcoin up $1,425 today, up 1.4%. And if I go into the weekly candle here, we'll just turn this into weekly candles. You'll see that once again, Bitcoin is about to have the highest weekly candle close that it's ever had throughout its history. And that weekly candle will be closing also in about an hour and 48 minutes from now. And it's creating this nice hammer candle, which is very bullish to see that candle doing that. What it shows is that sellers tried to push the price down earlier this week, but they couldn't get the price to stay down. And buyers have come in and they bought up those prices. And Bitcoin is getting a nice hammer candle out of all that price action. Leads me to believe that we'll have another green candle going into next week. And we might see next week where Bitcoin doesn't even go below 100 grand at all. And then what does that tell everybody that's in crypto and trying to buy some Bitcoin? If you can't get Bitcoin below 100 grand, what price are you going to settle for? All right. People might start getting a little bit more excited, and you might see $110,000, $120,000 Bitcoin in the near future here. Okay. By near future, I mean like sometime in the month of December, we might see like $120,000 Bitcoin. And I have done like a Fibonacci analysis of Bitcoin in previous videos here, but just to clue you guys in as to like where I can see Bitcoin going, the Fibonacci level of 1.618 is saying that Bitcoin should be at $125,000. That could happen probably later on this month or going into January, especially if they're going to be buying more Bitcoin. If the United States is going to be buying Bitcoin next month. Jeez. And even if the United States doesn't buy Bitcoin in January, let's say, they have to do the paperwork and get the authorizations and figure out how they're going to custody it, who's going to actually hold on to the Bitcoin. Even if they don't start buying it right away, just the rumor of it is going to send Bitcoin probably up to like $150,000. All right. And the 2618 Fibonacci level is saying that Bitcoin can get up to like $161,000. So people might start front running the United States government here, and they might actually start buying Bitcoin before the United States government is capable of doing that. And Donald Trump can do it. He can do it with an executive order, and then he can get his Republican buddies, Republican congressmen, because they're going to get a Republican House and a Republican Senate, and they can push that through and actually get a Bitcoin strategic reserve going. And as I'm talking here, you can see the price of Bitcoin has been creeping up ever so slowly here, but it's higher than when I first started to stream here. Bitcoin currently at 102,800 bucks. So yeah, I know the focus has been on Bitcoin, and that's because Bitcoin is I think we're gonna have an explosive week here for Bitcoin. Hi, Cindy Lou. Good to see that you made it onto the live stream here. Appreciate you guys clicking that like button and sharing your most valuable asset with me, which is your time. Okay. Yeah, if you guys have any requests, go ahead and shoot away. Tell me what your requests are, what kind of crypto you want me to talk about. And like I said, we're looking at Bitcoin right now. Price is at $102,900. Looks like we're going to go back up to 103 grand anytime soon here, probably during my stream. It would be interesting to see if Bitcoin actually goes up to all-time highs here during this live stream. Sydney over here is saying that she wants me to talk about Shiba Inu. Yeah, we can look at Shiba Inu. Why not? I'm going to go ahead and flip the camera here soon so you can take a look at it at the charts here with me. But yeah, let's look at Shiba Inu. You made the request. I am here to serve. I will show you what Shiba Inu looks like on the charts here. Let me go ahead and flip this camera around. All right, so you see that Shiba Inu is currently trading at 27.10, down 1.4% today. I am looking at the weekly chart here. So these candles that we're looking at, these candlestick patterns, candles. This is last week or this week that we just had, the week before that. These are all representing weekly candles here. Looks like just eyeballing the chart for Shiba Inu, the best time to get to be buying Shiba Inu was like during the summer here when Shiba Inu was like down to like $1,300, $1,400 level. Not even dollars. This is like less than a penny. 1,300 is, yeah, that level was where Shiba Inu was trading at during the summer. Anybody who bought there has already doubled their money on Shiba Inu. Looks like Shiba Inu is like basically creating a cup and handle pattern here. Okay. Maybe we get a little bit more sideways consolidation. So just planning this out here. Maybe we just continue going sideways on Shiba Inu. We'll finally get that handle. Okay. And if Shiba Inu is going to play out this cup and handle, then you need to measure from the bottom of the cup to the top of the cup over here. And you just take that to like where we might possibly break out in the future here on Shiba Inu. And it says that Shiba Inu could possibly get up to that blue number right there. All right, that 5,180 level. That could be possible for Shiba Inu to hit, which would be higher than what it did back in March of 2024 when Shiba Inu got up to like 45.75. Okay. So that 5,000 is my price target in the near future for Shiba Inu. But also just looking at the Fibonacci numbers here, Shiba Inu could get up to the 1382 level here, which is at 6,000. And then also we have a 1618 level here that says that Shiba Inu could possibly get up to like 7,000. Okay. I'll give you a slight bearish case on Shiba Inu. If Shiba Inu decides to come back down for any reason, I could see that we could get some support at the 2,500 level for Shiba Inu if Shiba Inu continues going down. It looks like we did actually get down that low this week here. Shiba Inu got as low as 2420. Okay, so these candle wicks here, they're probably gonna like give you some support if Shiba Inu does decide to go down low. And you can see as soon as it got below the 2,500 level, people just started buying it up and pushing the price up on Shiba Inu. So I wouldn't be bearish on Shiba Inu yet, and I wouldn't push my luck if I was a short seller on Shiba Inu, because this thing looks like it is poised to go up in the near future here. All right, let's see what else we have for requests here. Hold for sure, definitely. You definitely got to hold on to your Shiba Inu. Shiba Inu is one of the higher market cap coins. It will be around for a while, but I don't know if you can make the crazy sick gains that some of these other meme coins are capable of doing, that we keep hearing about in the news with cryptocurrencies. Okay, like one of the hottest cryptocurrencies that came out, that's a meme coin, was Peanut. Let me see if I can find Peanut on CoinMarketCap here. Wow, Peanut looks like it's climbing up there. This used to be like in the top 100 coins, but I'll just type in the actual name of it. Peanut. Let's see what comes up. Here we go. So Peanut the Squirrel coin was one of those cryptocurrencies that you could have made a lot of money like last month, actually. This thing was at like 5 cents around November 5th when Donald Trump got elected. And then this thing shot up to like $2.10 November 13th, like a week later after the election was over. And now it's doing some sideways consolidation here at the $1.12 level. Okay. But that's that's a cryptocurrency. That's a meme coin that is capable of doing a lot of sick gains. But the other thing about Peanut the Squirrel is its market cap is getting high now at like $1.12 billion. Okay. So you're going to need a lot more money to be put into Peanut the Squirrel in order for that thing to start moving. But I think Peanut the Squirrel can move a lot faster than Shiba Inu at this point. All right, Sydney. Sydney is now over here talking about Pepe. Let's see. Yeah, it's always good to get your feet wet in crypto, and if meme coins is how you get started in crypto, I mean that's great. You'll learn a lot about crypto just being in meme coins. But I would suggest, Sydney, you start looking at some of the layer 1 coins that have some use cases, like Ethereum, like Solana, like Cardano, XRP, Ripple. Some of those coins are not just memes. Those coins, you can actually do something besides look at a cute picture of a meme. And it might be worth investing in. Yeah. Oh, so you have XRP, Sol, and ETH. Okay, yes, I have those coins as well. What the hell? Okay, something just happened here on my. I just lost my live on my TikTok. Interesting. Probably because I was talking about meme coins. Jesus Christ. All right. Well, looks like I'm not allowed to talk about meme coins on TikTok here. TikTok is being restrictive about that. But anyways, we could continue on here. Yes, she was saying that she has XRP, Sol, and ETH. I actually have Solana myself. I had Ethereum at one point, and I had XRP years ago. But I'm not in XRP right now. But I know XRP has done very well over the last few weeks here. We can take a look at the XRP here on TradingView. XRP currently trading at $2.39. Also creating a hammer candle here, but it's a red hammer candle, saying that the price is about to close below where it opened at earlier this week. We have this is the weekly candle here. We opened at $2.60, and right now we're at $2.39, so slightly below where we started the week off for XRP. Hammer candles are usually reversal candles, so maybe we might not see any more downward into next week. Let me zoom in on the daily chart and see what the XRP looks like on the daily chart here. XRP currently trading at $2.39. Looks like we have this white 21 exponential moving average. That's going to give us some support here, and maybe even bounce. We might be able to bounce off of that and go to higher prices. We did test around like Monday, December 9th, and Tuesday, December 10th. We did get some support off of that 21 EMA. And if we were to touch the 21 EMA again, I would expect Ripple to try to bounce off of it and go to higher prices here. If Ripple is able to bounce off and go to higher prices, then I think we would try to retest the $2.90 level, local high that it made back on Monday, December 2nd. If we can get past the $2.90 level here on XRP, then the 1618 says that we should see 2-cent XRP Ripple in the near future here. I think that's going to be dependent upon Bitcoin continuing to go up to higher prices, as most of these cryptocurrencies do rely on Bitcoin to go to higher prices in order for those cryptos to go to higher prices as well. Okay, so guys, we want to be rooting for Bitcoin. I know some of you are altcoin investors, but we want to see Bitcoin go to higher prices, because some of that money is going to start flowing into the altcoins themselves. Once more people get more exposure to Bitcoin, they're going to try to find out what's next, what could outperform Bitcoin here, and they'll start looking at like Solana or Ethereum or Avalanche. Okay, they'll start looking at these other cryptocurrencies like Sui. Okay, Aptos. Those cryptocurrencies will get some more attention as more and more people see Bitcoin climbing up to 100 grand and going higher, and more people hearing about the United States government possibly buying Bitcoin. People are like, oh, what's next? Is the United States government going to buy Ethereum? Could that be like, another reserve asset? right? If Bitcoin's like digital gold, maybe Ethereum's like digital silver, and they decide to go buy some silver on top of the Bitcoin that they want to buy here. Let's go ahead and look at Sui. I believe Sui had a pretty good week. It made like an all-time high this week, and you guys should be able to see like what I'm talking about as I pull the charts here. Sui is currently up 5.7% today, trading at $4.71. And Sui got as high on Friday the 13th, got as high as $4.92, like almost $4.93. And Sui has never been this high before. That was the all-time high. Okay. As trying to scroll back and look at the chart here, we never seen Sui this high. So Sui's in price discovery mode and a clearly bull trend here, where the moving averages are all aligned up, right? You got the 21 EMA above the 50-day, the 50-day above the 100, the 100 above the 200. That's a bull trend right there, guys. And I did a Fibonacci analysis before when Sui got up to like $4.46. Looks like I'm gonna have to redo this Fibonacci analysis to find out where the next price target could be. But the old one was like we could see Sui get up to like $6.10 at the 1618 level. But let me just readjust this now to we're at the $4.90 area. Okay. And if I just take that, the old price of $1.80 was where the impulse move started for the most part. We're now looking at maybe like a $6.88 Sui, possibly in the near future here. And then maybe a $10 Sui if we can get to the 2618 fib extension level. Let's see if we can see any bearish could there be anything here for the bears to attack here? I do see that there is bearish divergence here. Let me just get rid of these moving averages real quick. Just let me go ahead and clean this up a little bit. So what I do see here is we are making higher highs as we continue on this bull trend for Sui. Okay, we're making higher highs on the price. Okay, however, we are making lower highs on the RSI, indicating bearish divergence here. The way bearish divergence could play out is it could play out in two ways. We might go sideways on Sui for a little bit until the oscillators are able to reset themselves, or the price might actually come down on Sui. And what I'm actually a little bit worried about, and I kind of see in the charts already, is we kind of almost creating a head and shoulder pattern here. We have the shoulder, the left shoulder here, and then we have the head. And if Sui kind of does this and then goes back up again, but doesn't really make a new high and then comes back down, creating a right shoulder here, we could go all the way down further to lower prices and lower levels here, kind of looking like that here on Sui, right? That wouldn't be good for the Sui bulls out there, okay? But that could possibly be what's starting to be painted here on the daily chart for Sui. I do think that if Sui does come down, if this head and shoulder does get painted like this, it'll probably get invalidated at the $3.48 level here, because we do have some price support action, some sideways trading action here at the $3.40 level here. So I would think Sui would probably not go any lower than $3.40 if it was to start acting bearish here. Yeah, I don't think $3.40 will get broken. I mean, it could. We're all dealing with probabilities here, but the likelihood is that we defend $3.40 as SUI bull investors would most likely try to defend it there. And the $3.40 level is right where the 0.5 Fibonacci level is at $3.38. So I would expect $3.38 to be heavily defended if SUI was to start going down in price here. So that's the bearish case on SUI. Let's look at some other cryptos here. Let's take a look at see how Avalanche is doing. AVAX. AVAX is currently trading at $48.66, down 2.39% today. Avalanche, AVAX had a few red days here. Avalanche did get as high as about $55 on Thursday, December 12th. It also got as high as like $55.86 on Wednesday, December 4th. Okay. So maybe you could kind of consider that maybe a double top if you're going to be bearish on AVAX here. And if we were to be bearish here, then maybe AVAX starts coming down to like the $42 level here, where we have some sideways trading action. But yeah, I think if we were to be bullish on AVAX, then we would have to use some trend analysis here. And, you know, I just taken the old trend here from like back here where we shot up in price on the first week of November to like where we topped out at near like $54, $55 here on AVAX. And you would take that measured move and say, hey, let's see if we can continue on that trend here at like the $49 level. It should put us at a level where AVAX could possibly be like $79, $80 in the near future here. I have this blue $67 level line here, that blue number. That gives me some guidance because I looked at this chart before, but that is a price level where we might get some resistance on AVAX because you have some candle wick opening and closing at that level. And you can see that, you know, $67 back in like 2022, that was defended where bulls were able to push the price back up above $67 as soon as it got down there. So $67 should be an interesting level for AVAX to try to break through if it is going to continue up to higher prices. I'm expecting in the near future here that $67 is just going to be probably a tough level for AVAX to break through. But when it does, then, you know, $79, $80 should be the next price target for AVAX. Guys, if you have any particular cryptocurrency you want me to talk about, go ahead and put that in the comments here in the live chat. Tell me what cryptocurrency you want me to talk about. I can also talk about stocks as well if you have a stock you want me to look at. But we usually talk about cryptocurrencies because during the weekend here, because those are the only things that are trading right now. Stock market won't open up until like tomorrow at 9:30 Eastern time. But I can look at stocks if you guys have a particular stock you want me to talk about. And guys, let's see if we can get hit that like button so we can get the likes to match the amount of people that are watching the video right now. All right, Desmond's in the chat. Let's see. What does it mean to defend the price? How is that possible to do? So when we say defending price, Desmond, we're just saying like the bulls would like to defend the price by pushing the price upward, where there might be like a support area for it to defend. And I'll just, you know, go back to AVAX right here so you can kind of understand what I mean by that. So let me just zoom over here to AVAX. We're just going to use AVAX as an example. So Desmond, right now, AVAX Avalanche is trading at $48.86. The bulls don't want the price to go lower. However, if it does go lower, then they could defend like this area right over here at like the $40 level, $44, $45 level here. Okay. Because there's some sideways trading action where people have been buying and selling AVAX, and they did that for like a few days here in the last week of November. So anybody that bought here they're in profit right now, and they're probably not going to sell their AVAX. Just looking at the chart, right? Okay, if you bought AVAX at $42, you're still in profit. You're up like 10% from where you bought it at. You know, because AVAX is currently trading at $48. So the bulls are going to defend. And anybody that wants to buy AVAX, but they don't want to buy it now, but they want to get it at a lower price, they're probably going to try to see if they can buy it at like the $40, $42 level. Okay. That'd be a nice area to scoop up some cheap AVAX. Now, if $40 doesn't hold up, Desmond, then you know, the price will drop down, and it might come down to like this other price support area right over here, where you can see like we traded sideways during like the second and third week of November, and that's just another support resistance area where, you know, bulls will try to defend the $34 level. Okay, and if we do come down there, we might just touch it for a little bit and then never come back down there again. Or if we come down to $34, maybe we trade sideways a little bit before we go up to higher prices. But yeah, that's what I mean by defending. As far as bears go, the bears are always defending. The bears are trying to prevent prices from going higher, because then they'll end up losing money on their shorts if they're short selling the asset. So the bears are like almost constantly defending themselves. If we're in a bull market, the bears are always trying to defend themselves from going to higher prices here. It's the opposite during a bear market. During a bear market, the bears are attacking and bringing the price down, and the bulls are trying to defend and prevent the price from going lower during a bear market. But in a bear market, that usually means that the price is going to go down, so the bulls will end up losing most of those battles. And that's pretty much what it is. It's just a battle. Every day is a battle here. Bulls are trying to push the price up. Bears are trying to push the price down. Every day is a battle between the two of them. Yeah, so yeah, it's just a figure of speech, Desmond, as far as like defending a price. Yeah, if the bulls are going to defend a price level, then what they're doing is they're basically, yeah, they're either going to buy more at that level if they already have that particular asset, okay? Or maybe if they don't have that particular asset, that's the level that they decide to actually buy their first position in that particular asset. So yeah, that's what we mean by defending price levels here. It's just a figure of speech. But yeah, if you think of this as every candle is this one day in the battle here, you'll understand, like, you know, it is a battle between the bulls and the bears every day, every minute, every hour. They're constantly fighting each other. Oh, you're welcome, Desmond. I'm glad to help educate you. That's what I'm here, guys. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just here to help you guys understand the markets, the financial markets, the cryptocurrency markets. Hopefully you guys are able to learn something. If you guys have learned something, go ahead and click that like button too. Let me know that you're actually learning something from me. I like teaching people about finance and teaching people about how the markets actually work, so they can become better investors out here. But yeah, I'm not a financial advisor. I can never give you guys personal financial advice. You would have to talk to your own personal financial advisor who knows your situation better than I can to let you know if you should be buying or selling or getting exposure to any assets that we talk about in this. And I don't pretend to be a financial advisor, so I'm just out here trying to talk about my favorite cryptos here and talk about your favorite cryptos here. And if you guys have a particular cryptocurrency you want me to talk about, I take requests and I don't charge. Other channels do. They'll charge you like 10, 15. I've seen one channel, Mitch Ray, charging $25 just to talk about your favorite crypto. And I don't do that. I'm not as big as him. Maybe if I had the same amount of people on my channel constantly asking me about all these kind of cryptos, I would probably have to like filter it out by like, you know, charging people for a particular crypto, but I don't have to. Not this channel is small enough where I can actually talk about your cryptocurrencies here and your stocks free of charge, free learning. But yeah, let's go ahead and we'll talk about Ethereum. Ethereum is getting close to breaking out with Bitcoin here. Let's look at the Ethereum chart. Ethereum is currently trading at $3,882.37. Daily candle is a slight green candle here. We were threatening to go to higher prices here on Friday, December 6th, where we saw Ethereum at $4,096. Earlier this week, we saw Ethereum get up to like $3,989. But the $4,000 seems to be a very elusive level for Ethereum to try to break out. But Ethereum has also been in a rising channel here. I can see these yellow lines that depicting the channel here. And as long as Ethereum just continues on this rising channel, it will hit $4,000 and it will stay at $4,000 as long as it continues on that trend that is doing this rising, ascending channel here. Ethereum, the $4,000 level is a psychological level, but it also happens to be a level that we've have some resistance at because, back in March of 2024, we saw Ethereum get up to like $4,091 on March 11th. It was also there $4,093 on March 12th and also March 13th. We saw $4,085 Ethereum. So this $4,000 level it's going to be a tough level for Ethereum to break. That is a resistance level. The bears are defending $4,000. They don't want Ethereum going higher than $4,000. The bulls are trying to attack the $4,000 level and trying to send the price to higher prices here. And if they are able to break through $4,000, then we might see some more resistance at like the $4,400 level. Okay, and I can see that. I'm just looking at history now on Ethereum. We had some opening and closing candles at the $4,400 level back in November of 2021 and December of 2021. And if we can get past $4,400 on Ethereum, then the next level to break would be the all-time high of $4,867 that it did back in November 10th here of 2021. And then I think after that level would be the 5,000 psychological level. I mean, 5,000, that's all it is. It's just a psychological number where people are like, oh my God, Ethereum at $5,000. Oh, I need to sell, or oh, I need to buy before it goes to higher prices. All right. I'll do a little bit more of a deeper dive on Ethereum. Let's see what the RSIs are showing here. I see a nice slight bull trend. I see a nice bull trend here on the RSI. We're just making higher lows here on the RSI. A little bit interesting if we get above 70. If anything above 70 is considered overbought, and we have seen that like on November 11th here. We've seen Ethereum with an RSI of 79.35, this red number right here. Saying that 79.35 was the highest that it did in November 11th, and then we also had another overbought level here at like 72.28 on December 7th, and that is considered bearish divergence. Okay, bearish divergence would be you're making lower highs on the RSI, but you're making higher highs on the actual price of the asset. So we have some bearish divergence on Ethereum, and that can play out in two ways. It could mean that the price will go sideways, probably stay at $4,000 in the meantime here, or we might see the price of Ethereum come down. And in either case, whether it goes sideways or if we go down on the price for Ethereum, it would reset the oscillators where we can then possibly try to go to higher prices on Ethereum if the oscillators are able to reset themselves here. Just looking at the MACD. This is the MACD right here. It has a little bit of red candles. We might get some more red candles here. So yeah, I think Ethereum might trade sideways here, especially with it trying to contend against the 4,000 psychological level here. But once 4,000 is no longer an issue, yeah, I could see Ethereum going up to like $5,000 later on in 2025, especially if Bitcoin's going to go to what, $200,000 or $800,000. Yeah, Ethereum's going to try to play catch up. So Desmond's asking some pretty like investing 101 basic questions here, but I don't mind answering those questions because we are trying to all learn. Sometimes it's good to review like what is a bear market. So yeah, Desmond, you're saying here that it's advantageous to be a bear in a bear market. Yes, it is advantageous to be a bear in a bear market. That means you're most likely going to be right, and you're going to be making money. And now you're asking like, how do bears make money in a declining market with a declining price? So some bears, if they're not able to short sell, what they'll do is they'll, you can still make money in a bear market by selling your asset at what you think is a high price and trying to buy the dips in the bear market. And there's a saying called "buy the dip, sell the rip." Okay, so maybe I can show you here on the Ethereum chart when we had this bear market that Ethereum had back in 22 and 2023. Let me see. Let me go into the weekly chart here. Okay. All right. All right. So we'll look at 2022, which was a bad year for Ethereum, and that was a bear market. So Ethereum got up to like $4,700, $4,800 in like November of 2021, and nobody knew that was the beginning of the bear market. Because what ends up happening is they just think this is just another dip, and they'll try to buy the dip and then try to sell at a higher price. However, that was a bear market, and you can see that we had more red candles here, and that pushed the price down. So if you're a bear, and you're not short selling, you could sell your Ethereum at like $4,000 here. Wait until it comes down to like down here at like $2,300, and then you see how we got a couple of green candles here that push the price up. Because not everything goes down in a straight line, and nothing goes up in a straight line either in the financial markets. There's going to be a green candle at some point, and there's going to be a red candle at some point, okay? But during a bear market, you get a lot more red candles than you do green candles, okay? So in this case, if you bought Ethereum at like $2,200, $2,300 when it went through that nasty 50% correction, you get a nice bounce back here. Okay. And you could probably sell your Ethereum at like $3,000. Okay. And then it comes back down again to the $2,200, $2,400 level, and you buy back some Ethereum again. And then you get a nice few green candles here that pushes the price back up to like $3,500 on March of 2022. And you can sell your Ethereum. So you can still be, buying low and selling high during a bear market. You just have to understand like what the trend is. The trend is down. Okay. So you're fighting the trend when you do buy during a bear market. Okay. But there's still opportunities to buy in a bear market. Like you would buy the dip and then sell the rip. You get another dip, a really bad dip, and then you sell the rip up. And then it starts dipping some more and dipping some more. Now this is more like sideways consolidation here. No one's really making a lot of money trading this market when it goes sideways like this. Okay, this is frustrating for both bulls and bears. But it probably in this area, this means that you're bottoming out because you're not really getting any more vicious red candles anymore. And now here we are in 2023. And Ethereum is trying to get, it got up to like $2,100, but this is just mainly sideways consolidation. And this sideways consolidation, Desmond, this is a great time to be buying Ethereum or any other asset that looks like this. Okay, this is like an accumulation period where you can just buy, and the price doesn't really go down like that much. And if it does go down, you can buy it at lower prices. But this is just sideways consolidation. This is why I was saying, like, back in 2023 was a good time to be buying crypto. Okay, because the price wasn't going down, and it wasn't really going up either. So you were getting in at a good price. And then it wasn't until like 2024 that we start seeing, Ethereum start going up to higher prices here. Okay, and now everybody starts talking about it on the news, and it gets more attention. And yeah, that's where we're at right now. Okay, but during a bear market, if you're not short selling, you can still make money. You just got to buy the dip and then sell the rip. Buy the dip, sell the rip. And that buy the dip, sell the rip, I didn't make that up. That's what people in the stock market world do. They came up with that term a long time ago. I'm just using it in the stream here to help you understand how some traders and investors make money during a bear market. You buy the dip, you sell the rip. And you sell the rip knowing that it's probably not going to go any higher because you're in the bear market. And you don't want to, get too greedy. You got to take your profits. Yeah. The other way to make money in a bear market is a short sell, where you basically you're borrowing the asset, you're selling it right away, and then you're waiting for the price to go down, and then you have to buy back the crypto or the stock that you basically you borrowed those shares. You have to go get those shares back. You have to go get those coins back, and you'll have extra money to buy more for yourself because you basically sold at a higher price, and now you can buy at a lower price. You get the coins that you borrowed plus some extra coins for yourself, and that's how you make profit as a short seller. Short sellers are also bears too. They're just more aggressive bears. They're the very aggressive kind. All right. Let's take a look at Cardano. Another popular cryptocurrency out there. We'll look at Cardano, and then I think that's going to be it, unless I get some requests here. I have been going live for about an hour now, and we don't need to make it unnecessarily longer than that unless you guys have more questions for me to answer. I have other things I need to do myself too, but I appreciate you guys coming on here and asking these questions when I do get them. All right, so we have Cardano currently trading at $1.06, up 0.69% for today. Cardano. Looking at the weekly chart, I'll go zoom in. We'll look at the daily chart here. Cardano is also in a rising channel, just like Bitcoin, just like Ethereum. It seems like all these assets kind of look the same on their charts for the most part, especially the big high market cap cryptos. Just looking at here on the daily chart, this right here, this channel, you have this dashed line. That's the heart line. Okay. Usually when we're in the channel here, the heart line will give us some support and send us to higher prices if we're very bullish. But it looks like we went below the heart line on Monday, December 9th. So now here we are on the bottom of the channel, which could be a good time to start buying Cardano if we're near the bottom of this channel. Because if this channel is still going to be respected, that means that we're just going to keep on going to higher prices. We're going to be going up and to the right. So since we're near the bottom of this channel, this might be a good time to start buying Cardano. And then when you see Cardano get up to like $1.20, if you're a short-term trader, you could probably sell at the $1.20 level. Or you can wait until we get to higher prices in this channel. Maybe $1.40 might be a good price to start selling your Cardano if you're short-term trading this asset. If you're going to be bearish on Cardano, then what you're looking for is you're looking to see if we're going to break out of this channel, okay? Which could possibly happen. Either we continue going sideways and we don't really go up. If we go sideways, we can break out of the channel, and then maybe we go down to lower prices. Or if you just start going to low prices right now, you'll definitely break down out of the channel, and that would be bearish. And you don't want, if you're a bull, you don't want Cardano lose the 93-cent level here. Also, like right over here, like anything below 90 cents, I would get out of Cardano, because it's probably going to fall down to lower prices here. And if it does fall down to low prices here, we do have the green 50-day moving average that might give us some support, and that is sitting at like 80 cents. So if we break 90, we'll most likely go to 80. And if we break 80, then look out below, because we could probably come down to like maybe the 57-cent level, which is where the 100-day moving average, that light blue line, is at. And it's also like where this sideways trading price support resistance area is at. So that's the bearish case on Cardano. The bullish case is that we just continue going up and to the right in this ascending channel here. Looks like I have a Fibonacci analysis here that says that Cardano. Yeah, that's old information. I'm gonna get rid of that actually. Let me do another Fibonacci analysis here. So we got as high as $1.32 on Cardano. So if I take this and I measure it down to the impulse move back in November at like 34 cents, we Cardano get up to the 1618 level at $1.92. So you might see a $2 Cardano in the near future here. By near future, I'm talking like maybe in the beginning of 2025. Cardano, let's see. Cardano has been at the $2 level. That was like back in November of 2021 when all the old coins were having their old coin season. Yeah. So I would expect $2 to be the next price target for Cardano if it continues up and to the right and going to higher prices here. Guys, I think that's going to be it for today on this crypto live stream here. I appreciate you guys coming out to the channel. I'm not going to be able to go live like I used to these past few weeks here, because I'm actually going to be leaving and I'm going to be out of town. I'll try to do some live streams, maybe on my phone, maybe make some YouTube short videos. I don't know. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be on vacation. But I'll try to, if I see Bitcoin go up to new all-time highs, I'll try to at least go live for that, and maybe make a YouTube short video about it. But I'm not going to be on the computer being able to analyze that. I would probably have to just talk about the price and just look at it on my phone and give you guys my thoughts and opinions about these cryptos here. But yeah, the next live stream, Sunday night live stream, is probably going to be, if I look at the calendar here, I could probably go live again on the 29th, Sunday the 29th. Yeah, because next Sunday, I won't be coming back until, right before Christmas. But yeah, guys, it's going to be interesting. I'm going to try to produce as much content as I can, but I'm also going to be trying to enjoy my vacation as well. And that's going to be it for now, guys. If you haven't clicked the like button, go ahead and click that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel so you can see more videos like this, and be on the lookout. I might actually do some more cooler videos while I'm on vacation, like what it's like to be out in the warmer weather tropical paradise that I'm going to. Okay. Maybe I'll do a video of me surfing or something. I don't know. Something, maybe. Just for some giggles here. But yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for today. I appreciate you coming on to the live stream, and I'll see you on the next live stream or the next YouTube short video that I make. Okay, take care, guys. Good luck out there trading and investing.